Hi, it's Robin Rock with 93.9 Line FM. Joining me today, it is a pleasure to speak with Rebecca Darr, the director for Wings. Rebecca, tell me a little bit about Wings and what you do, and welcome. I really appreciate you making time today.
Well, Robin, thank you so much for taking the time to let us talk about the very important issue of domestic violence. Currently in this pandemic, it is very much increased, and Wings is a first responder on the front lines of domestic violence. We're the largest domestic violence agency in the state of Illinois. We have 2 safe houses that we want listeners to know. They are beautiful, relaxing, calm places that we can help people to escape domestic violence, and we have long-term housing that they can go to after they're stabilized, and we can provide them support for as long as 2 years in some cases for them and their children to really get out of the situation and back up on their feet.
Wow, what you just described and what we see on dramas on TV, that's 2 different things. I like what you described better.
Very much so. Yeah. Wings has been doing this for 35 years, and we partner closely with the statewide hotline. That's a number that folks can call for anything that they need help with to get out of the situation that they might be in. Or even if someone, wants help in terms of stopping their own behaviors, if they're finding that they are being controlling of another individual and they want to better their relationship, the hotline can help them with all of those needs. So we partner with agencies all across the state to, like I said, help people get out of the situation and back onto their feet. All of us that are on the front lines of this issue have one goal, and that is to help as many people as we can up and out of the situation.
And what I'm wondering is if you are seeing more folks who are reaching out because of the pandemic, because I would imagine that situations that are already rather strained between folks being at home with somebody during a pandemic can really exacerbate that.
It has. The hotline has seen a 70%, that's 70% increase in calls over the last 6 months. And so we've been creative in terms of the governor gave the hotline $1 million in the spring so that we could house people in hotel rooms that had kitchenettes, and so that they would not be turned away. That money dried up, and we're hoping that the city can help us out with some funding to continue that type of help for people so that they don't have to stay stuck in those 4 walls with their abuser. Because we have seen our clients that we have that come to us for counseling had not been able to talk to their counselors because their abuser is in the home with them. So, it's been very treacherous throughout this process, and we've seen an increase of people in the hospital due to injuries as a result of the abuse. So, it's, again, our goal to get people to call for help before it escalates. We know that's hard, and at a minimum, call 911 if you need to get help in a situation.
So what you just spoke about is folks who depend on you for counseling, not able to call because their abusers are there. I mean, that's a challenge. That's a big challenge. What other challenges have you guys faced during the pandemic? Because I'm sure there's a whole laundry list of them right now.
Well, one of the main challenges that we had as the other programs around the area is having people in one congregate living facility and still social distance. Early on, we were forced to empty out one of our safe houses and put all the families in hotel rooms for health safety because we had individuals going to grocery stores to work, and then they were coming back into the house. So all of us have faced the challenge of having to limit the number of people we can bring into our facilities due to social distancing and shared living spaces. So that's been a big challenge. And of course, it's not cheap to house 10 to 20 families every given night in a 1 and 2 bedroom suite in a hotel. So getting the funding to be able to cover those added expenses has been a challenge for us as well.
Getting funding, number one, is a challenge, but getting funding during a pandemic has to be, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got to be absolutely insane.
It's been difficult because we don't have FaceTime and access to our individual donors. And I'm sure you've heard this from many others that, with all of our special events having to be canceled, those are big fundraisers that we rely on. I think a lot of people assume that the government takes care of all of these services and programs, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. We really do rely on the community, and a lot of our fundraising had to be online. Our Purple Tie Ball is coming up on October 3rd, and we're offering for people for just $20 to watch the Purple Tie Ball 1-hour show and learn more about what we do and how people can get involved, and just trying to be creative to get the community to support us, which is also difficult when you have so many people out of work. They don't necessarily have the financial resources to help. So we're appreciative to anything that the community can do for us.
Okay, so folks can help by watching the Purple Tie Ball. That's one, and you said that was $20, correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Okay, so how do they find more information about that? Is there a link? How do people jump in on this?
So the easiest way is to go to our website at www.wingsprogram.com, and there's an events tab that they can go to, and they'll see the option for buying the $20 ticket to the event, and they'll get a link and they can join in. We're going to make it as light and fun as we can, given the topic. But one thing that's really neat about this event is we honor a woman, an outstanding graduate. Those people who go through our 2-year program graduate, and we honor a woman who has taken all of the resources and has just blossomed to a new life because of getting help from Wings. So it's really inspiring, and so we hope people will, take part in it.
I want to make sure that folks know just the importance of $20 and what that can mean for you guys. What kinds of things does that do in order to help people? So you had mentioned shelter, so that helps maybe folks right now with emergency housing, correct?
Correct. So it would help to feed, someone in a shelter for a day. So we have moms and kids. We also help dads and kids get out of these situations too. It does happen to men also. And so we want people to know that, every $20 will go to feed somebody for a day in the shelter. And both of those safe houses, that, as I described, that are beautiful and warm and friendly. The staff are just as warm and friendly, and, having nutritious, comforting food is part of the healing process. So we want folks to know that they can help people heal by feeding them with this $20.
So is there anything else that maybe I missed that you'd like to add?
No, we just want to make sure the community knows that we won't stop doing this work, because it's just so important, and we are so grateful and humbled by the support of the community and for you and iHeart Radio and the Light for supporting the work that we do.
But we want to make sure that you guys can keep going and make sure that you have the resources. So tell me again, how do folks connect with you and the Purple Tie Ball?
So the easiest way to connect with the Purple Tie Ball and with Wings is to go to our website at www.wingsprogram.com.
Awesome. Rebecca Darr, you are amazing. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Robin. I truly appreciate it.